Welcome to Chronicles of My Inner Worlds. Today, we're going to dive deep together into a really profound spiritual hypnosis session. This is actually the 58th one of the 2024 season, and it's a transformative inner journey where a man named Christoph is accompanied by Chris. It all starts with a very common struggle, trying to control our path, but it leads to this incredible wisdom about trusting the flow. And you'll want to stick around because we'll end this episode beautifully with an original musical creation that was born directly from the energy of this very session.
So this really is the big question at the heart of it all, isn't it? What happens when we let go of the script? I mean, we all have them, the scripts for our careers, our relationships, how we think our lives are supposed to go. But what if we just put it down? What if we decided to trust whatever comes next? We're about to explore a powerful metaphor from this session that gives a pretty surprising and honestly liberating answer.
All right, so first up, a quest for clarity. This whole journey kicks off with Christoph. He came into the session with a problem that I think so many of us can relate to. He was feeling stuck, trying to figure out his professional path, and he felt like he was in this constant battle with his own ego.
So to get really specific, Christoph's conflict was this. As a hypnotist himself, he was torn. Should he stick to a pre-planned script with his clients? The safe, predictable route? Or should he throw it out and just trust his intuition in the moment? It's a tension we all know so well, that constant pull between structure and spontaneity, between the plan we write for ourselves and the natural flow of life.
Okay, so the first major insight to come out of this session is all about the power of our words. And it's based on this really clever, really beautiful play on words in the French language that, honestly, it reveals a universal truth about how we deal with our pain.
So check this out. In French, the word for words is mot, and the word for pains or ailments is mou, and they are pronounced exactly the same. The wisdom from the session is that if we don't find the mot, the words, for our mou, our pains, they don't just vanish. No, they get trapped inside us. They crystallize, they get stuck. So giving voice to our struggles is literally the first step to setting ourselves and them free.
And the effect of this is just huge. When we finally speak our truth, it's not just about feeling a little lighter. The session describes the inner world as becoming more luminous, more spacious. It's like you're clearing out all the clutter in a room, and suddenly there's all this space for your true self to just breathe, to just exist.
And once you have that space, your whole relationship with the unknown starts to change. What you used to call uncertainty, that big, scary thing, you can now reframe it. You can just call it learning. And suddenly, it's not this terrifying void you have to avoid at all costs. It's an open field, an opportunity for growth and discovery. It's an adventure.
This idea of making space for the unknown, well, it leads us right into the core metaphor of the entire session. It's this incredibly powerful image of a river that will completely change how you think about your need for control.
Yeah, the session really doesn't pull any punches here. It calls our obsession with control a reductive folly. It even says it can be castrating. I mean, wow, that's a strong word, right? But it's meant to be. The idea is that trying to control everything literally cuts us off from the natural abundance and flow of life. It's a really challenging idea because it questions the way most of us are taught to operate.
So here are the two paths laid out for us. On one side, you have the mindset of control. Imagine trying to force a huge, powerful river into a tiny, narrow, man-made channel. It's restrictive, it's limiting, and you're constantly afraid of what might escape. But then, on the other side, you have the mindset of trust. This is about allowing the river to overflow its banks. Now that might sound chaotic, messy, even scary, but think about the ancient Nile. It was the annual overflow, the flood that deposited rich soil and fertilized the land, creating incredible abundance and life where there was nothing before. And this, right here, is the absolute core of it. Those moments in your life that feel like too much. The times when things spill over the edges of your carefully constructed plans, they are not failures. They aren't mistakes. According to this wisdom, those moments of overflow are actually the very source of life's greatest fertility. That's where the magic happens.
So if we're supposed to trust this powerful overflow, how in the world do we actually navigate it? I mean, how do we handle such a strong current in our own lives, or even help other people with theirs? Well, the session offers a beautifully, almost shockingly simple answer.
Seriously, just take a second to think about it. We live in a world that's obsessed with five-step plans, life hacks, and complex strategies for everything. So what could possibly be the single most important key to navigating the unpredictable, beautiful, messy flow of life?
That's it. That's the answer. So simple, but so incredibly deep. The core of accompanying yourself or anyone else through life's currents is to stop trying to manage the moment, to control it, and instead to simply start appreciating it as a gift, exactly as it is, right here, right now. And when you can truly see the moment as a gift, the effects just ripple through your whole being. Those rigid, cramped beliefs we have, those crystallized pains, they start to dissolve. We get back in touch with our own inner fluidity, our ability to adapt and flow. And then the overflow of our own being, our creativity, our love, our presence, can finally spill out and enrich the world around us. Ultimately, it just makes you fully, completely available to the present moment. All of this builds up to one final piece of guidance from the session. And it's not just some nice philosophy to think about. It's a really practical, actionable invitation to a completely different way of living your life. The advice is crystal clear. Step 1, just stop the struggle. Let go of that desperate mindset, that frantic energy of trying to force things to happen. It's just pointlessly tiring. And then step 2, embrace enthusiasm. I love how the session describes this. It calls enthusiasm the wind that fills the sails of your boat. It's that natural, joyful energy that moves you forward effortlessly, without a fight. And you know, the final vision of the session isn't some grand lesson or a complex teaching. It's a feeling. It's an invitation to a lively Irish pub, a place full of music and laughter, where everyone, it doesn't matter who they are or what their story is, comes together for a simple, joyous dance. It's the perfect symbol for this entire wisdom put into action. Because really, in the end, that's what this all comes back to. It's not about finding your perfect positioning in life or achieving some grand spiritual goal. It's about the profound, simple power of just being present, together, and celebrating the incredible fact that we are alive. And so that leaves us with this final question to take with us. The session talks about ice blocks, our frozen beliefs, our rigid fears melting away. So what are yours? What ice blocks of belief in your own life could begin to melt away with just a little more trust in the overflow? And now we move on to the musical composition, directly inspired by this session. If you like this episode, click the thumbs up, leave a comment to share your feelings, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss any future journeys and chronicles of my inner worlds. If you were touched by what you heard, share this episode with those around you. Sometimes a single word can make all the difference. See you very soon on another inner journey.
I used to hold the river in a bottle made of plans, afraid the current might escape my trembling hands. But silence built a wall inside my chest so tight, till words became the key and turned my pain to light. Oh, speak your sorrow, name the ache you hide. The wound won't vanish till the truth's outside. And in that space the unknown starts to bloom. Not chaos, just a classroom without room for gloom. Overflow, let it rise. Like the Nile in spring, let your edges fly. Don't hold back. Flood the fields with what you thought you lacked. Cracks aren't failures, there where grace gets in. Trust the mess, let the new begin. Overflow, overflow, overflow. I chased a script I wrote in someone else's ink, while my own voice drowned beneath the fear I'd sink. But ice won't last when warmth begins to flow. My rigid truth began to melt and grow. Drop the mask of I must get it right. The world don't need your perfect, just your light. And in that softness something starts to sing. A quiet knowing only presence brings. Overflow, let it rise. Like the Nile in spring, let your edges fly. Don't hold back. Flood the fields with what you thought you lacked. Cracks aren't failures, there where grace gets in. Trust the mess, let the new begin. Overflow, 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 overflow. No more desperate grip, no frantic chase. Just show up open, full of grace. Enthusiasm's the wind that fills your sail, not force, but joy that will prevail. Every drop you spill becomes a seed. Every doubt you name plants hope you need.